You're walking into a room, and suddenly it feels like every conversation stops. Every head turns at once. Every pair of eyes locks onto you. You can't look back at their faces. You can't speak. You can't just walk away. Your heart is pounding against your chest. Your hands are sweating. Your voice is trembling. And all you want is to walk out that door and disappear. But is it actually happening that way? Or is your brain lying to you? And this, my friend, is the most brutal part of social anxiety. The thing destroying you isn't even real. It's a mind that makes it feel real. We're not calling this shyness. Shyness is a personality trait that fades over time. This is something chronic, clinical, and capable of completely paralyzing a life. Social anxiety disorder. And today we're going to talk about what builds the walls of this invisible prison, from evolution to neurons, from our ancestors to right now. By the end of this video, I'm going to give you the secret of how to win this battle. If you're ready, let's begin. Why does talking to a stranger terrify us this much? The answer is hidden 50,000 years ago. Back then, being human meant one thing. Either you belong to a group or you die. Shelter, food, protection, all of it depended on the group. Being cast out meant being alone in the wild, and being alone in harsh conditions meant death. So your brain developed an early warning system, a system that sensed social danger in advance and protected you from being excluded. But now there's a problem. In the modern world, stumbling over your words in a meeting won't kill you, but your brain still thinks we're living in that cave. Your amygdala reads it like a lion attack, an old survival software running in completely the wrong place in the modern world. So what's actually happening inside the brain? Social anxiety isn't just a thought, my friend. It has a solid foundation deep inside the brain. The amygdala, our threat center, runs in overdrive in people with social anxiety. A neutral glance activates the threat circuits. Someone looking straight ahead gets flagged as a danger. Normally, the prefrontal cortex, the rational thinking part, should step in. It should completely silence that fear, but that connection is weak, like a broken radio link between the control tower and the engine. And GABA, the calming molecules, fall short. Stress hormones flood the body, trembling, sweating, voice tightening. This isn't in your head, it starts directly in your neurons. But do you know what the most interesting part of all this is? Psychologists Clark and Wells spent years researching social anxiety, and they discovered this. What keeps this disorder going is a feedback loop. You walk into a room and your attention shifts from the outside to the inside. You're not listening to the person in front of you. You're listening to your own heartbeat. You're watching that film playing in your mind, the one called "I'm about to humiliate myself." You start observing yourself like an outside spectator, but that perspective is distorted and merciless. And then the safety behaviors begin. You avoid eye contact. You rehearse what you're going to say. You go quiet. You pull back to the edges. Everything you do to protect yourself backfires completely. Because these behaviors make you look cold and distant. People pull away, and your brain says, "See, I was right. You were not liked." A self-fulfilling prophecy. The fear proves itself. The loop closes, and every single time, it digs a little deeper. And then there's this. Our minds play games on us. It's called the spotlight effect. It feels like every mistake you make is being broadcast on a giant screen. Everyone sees it. Everyone noticed. Everyone is talking about it. But research shows this. People are paying attention to you at a fraction of what you think, because everyone is standing under their own spotlight. In environments where social identity comes before everything else, making a mistake gets coded as disgrace. This is why social phobia rates can reach 24%. When evolutionary fear of exclusion combines with social pressure, the amygdala never gets to rest. So is there a way out of this prison? There is, my friend. And here's the good news. The brain is flexible. It can change. It can be rewritten. The first step is self-compassion. Kristin Neff spent years researching this. Try treating yourself the way you'd treat a close friend you deeply care about. Think about it this way. When a friend makes a mistake, you say, "It happens, it'll pass." But when you make a mistake, you say, "How stupid of me. Everyone saw that. I'm finished." That asymmetry is a problem all on its own. And cognitive behavioral therapy, exposure techniques, everything you avoid makes the fear grow, but climbing that fear ladder one small step at a time starts repairing the faulty circuit in the brain. Smiling at a cashier, sitting alone in a cafe, small, simple, but it sends your amygdala this message: that wasn't so dangerous after all. I survived. And every time, that circuit gets a little weaker. Let me tell you something, my friend. This intense anxiety you're living with isn't your weakness. It isn't your character. It's a software error your brain made while trying to protect you. A 50,000-year-old system running in the wrong place at the wrong time, unfortunately. You might not be able to tear down the invisible walls in a single day, but you can move the first brick today. And the world is genuinely waiting for the story only you can tell, my friend. Just give yourself permission. Send this video to someone you think is living with social anxiety, my friend. Write in the comments. I'll read every single one. And don't forget to subscribe.